Zadon Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are doing another Show It Some Love for this amazing series. Juana and the Dragonewts 7 Kingdoms. That is a mouthful. Try saying that 10 times fast, or saying it at all. I'm going to be calling this Juana and the Dragonewts, or I might also call it or Juana and Nid, because that's the name of the main character, or the main characters, I should say. So, yeah. Oh, this is adorable and amazing, and I want the author to write more. Kiyohisa Tanaka did so amazing, and I'm sad to say that this series, which only has 3 volumes, is all that they've worked on. That's it. And it's just like, why? Please, give us more. Oh, I'm sorry, but that's the fact. This is adorableness and amazing, and there's not enough words to describe how much I love this little manga, because this is the story of Nid, a Dragonewt, who happens to come across an egg, which within it hatches almost immediately a little girl named Juana. And oh my gosh, she is adorable and precious, and oh, it's great. I'm kind of mad that a lot of shows have been doing this type of thing, because I can't, my heart can't take it much longer. Too many series are doing this right now. My Hero Academia, frickin' Bad Batch, frickin' Mandalorian, just all these things are doing this, and honestly, I can't handle it. Juana is a young, from the looks of her design, I'm gonna say possibly, Central to South American descent, primarily because she speaks Spanish, and that's basically all she does. It is kid Spanish, basically only saying like a few words at a time, which, I'll be honest, probably the reason for that is because the author doesn't speak that much Spanish, and probably just was like, okay, I need words, and basically used Google Translate to figure out, okay, what would this word be in Spanish? And yeah, because a lot of the words I'm not remembering. Like, some of them, it's pretty obvious. Oh, okay, I know what you're saying. Okay, yeah, like Freya. Whenever she says that, it just means that she's cold. That's it. There's a few others that she says, but that's not important right now. The point is that we get to see some really honestly amazing moments as Nid travels. Basically, this first volume is basically all taking place within the first town, his hometown, as Nid basically prepares to deal with living with this new mouth, this new girl, as he's trying to figure out, okay, what exactly are we going to do with her? Good questions. And starting off, he goes off to his old friend, figure out what the heck he's going to do with her. They go out to get food, they get bullied, holy crap, racism, and, yeah, it moves on, which, I just have to say, creator of this, holy shit, you got racism really well. Now, let's just be honest, Japan is a little bit racist, and yeah, it's understandable to be, if you want to talk about racism, besides America, I'd say that Japan is probably the worst, because a lot, one of two things will happen in Japan. One, at least from what I've heard from actually good sources like Gaijin Guma and so on and so forth. One, you're going to be if you are not Asian, then you are going to be people are going to assume you don't know how to speak, and some of them will try to avoid you, and those that don't are going to be overly saying things like, "Oh, you can do this, that, and the other thing," and "Oh, tell me about yourself, this, that, and the other thing." And basically, all it's asking is, we want to learn English. Basically, forcing people to teach them English, and it's not fun. From what I can see and hear from these people, I am so sorry for them. I'm going to probably be one of those people on the receiving end of that before too long, like a few years or something. So I'm not 100% looking forward to it, but at least I know what I'm getting into. But this feels a lot more like American. Yeah. Even though people are aware that that there's really no difference between people at this point, because of the fact that Nid is a carnivore, the herbivores fear him. Which, holy crap! Did you get this from Zootopia? I don't actually know. I think these came out around the same time. I'm not 100% certain, but I believe that this actually came out around the same time as Zootopia. I'm not 100% certain. But it deals with that factor. And basically people are cautious about them. And they know that at one point, the carnivores ate the herbivores' ancestors, or at least they think they did. It's not 100% certain if it's actually fact, but there's a lot to that, and it's interesting. But it actually handles it surprisingly well. Yes, it has to deal with it, but at the same time, it deals more with other factors. The factor that he is taking care of this young girl who, again, is also a very big minority. The fact is that she is the only one of her race, basically humans. They gave them a name, I'm not going to get into it right now, but the point is, she is the only human that has existed within any of their lifetimes. And as such, she is just being tortured practically by these people as they point and stare and are like, "Ooh, what are you?" And honestly, that feels like what I understand as Japanese racism being, which, oh my gosh, this is the perfect allegory for a lot of racism. But it's also a story about a young man who is trying to figure out his place in the world and just so happens to come across a young girl and wants to protect her, wants to make sure that she gets to her safe place, gets home. And oh my gosh, it is so precious seeing Nid, who Juana calls Nied, which, yeah, I'm sorry, it is such a little girl thing for her to call him, because she doesn't know how to properly say Nid, especially considering the fact that she speaks Spanish. And there's so many awesome moments, and not to mention they also get to deal with a lot of the cultural aspects that have come about from this universe. Dealing with death. What? It deals with death on a very serious manner. Basically, as they're leaving and they're going out to finally make their way across to the new home, in chapter 4 of this thing, they run across a dying lizard who is alone. Completely alone. And Nid and Juana comfort him in, honestly, in his last dying moments. He is not alone, and that is so heartwarming. By almost complete chance, these two people have given this dying lizard some hope. Some hope that he has someone who just was there with him in his final moments. And oh my gosh, thank you for making this. This story is amazing. And it honestly just continues to get better and better. In the final chapter of this first volume, they get to go to a town, and freaking Juana is abducted. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video, is because I need to talk about this before I get the next volume, because this is amazing. Juana is abducted because of the fact that she is special, she is different, and it's insane. And Nid is basically being killed by being thrown into a river. What the hell? This series goes from place to place, but I'm not really exemplifying how amazing this show is, because I'm kind of rushing to make these videos. This took me about an hour to read, just one volume, because it's usually how long these things take me. But I also was reading it a bit slower because I also was doing other things at the time, and I wish that I had actually read this entirely, and I wish that I had the other 2 volumes, because this is amazing, and you need to read it. That is the simple wording of this video. Please, please, please read Juana and the Dragonewts, because it is so precious. It is so heartwarming. It has so many moments that are just like, what the fuck? And you just gotta, honestly, I think that it's an amazing story that really needs to be told, and more people need to know about it. And if Kiyohisa Tanaka is watching this video, please write more, because this is truly an amazing work. And as for what you said at the end, you know what you said. Please, please do not think that. This was amazing. You did not inconvenience people for this. You warmed people's hearts. So please keep writing, and please make this series continue, because it is truly an amazing series that needs to be seen. It needs to be read. And I'm hoping that you can continue your art, because this is 100% amazing. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. Of course, if you guys do have a theory, please make sure to say theory review somewhere in a comment. And of course, if you guys do want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias, our other channels, and ways that you can support us financially, including the merch store, our book, and of course our Patreon, which a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!